Good evening, and welcome to the Law School hooding ceremony. Will the audience please stand for the national anthem and remain standing for the invocation, which will be delivered by James Myers, member of the class of 2013 and Vice President of the Student Bar Association.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for our families and friends and for everyone who has given their love, support, and patience to help us make it to this day. Thank you for this school and this faculty and the opportunities they have given us. We ask that you help us use our blessings in an effort to make this world a better place. We pray for the hungry, the sick, and the oppressed. Help us strive to use our skills and knowledge to uplift and support them. We pray for those we have lost. We know they are smiling down upon us today. We pray for the members of our military and all those who protect and defend our way of life. And we ask that you bless this ceremony and all those in attendance today. Amen.
Thank you, James. Please remain standing. At this time, let us honor the lives of two of your classmates who passed away, Layla Cuevas and Daniel Osterlund, with a moment of silence and prayer. Layla matriculated with this class and passed away in the fall of her third semester. She is being awarded a commendation today for her work towards her law degree. Daniel passed away just last month. He would have been here with us today, a May 2013 JD, graduating here and having his degree awarded. His degree will be awarded later today, cum laude, posthumously. Both Layla and Daniel were an inspiration to their peers and have made a contribution to the program of studies here at the SMU Dedman School of Law. So if the graduates and the audience would please join the faculty and the staff in a moment of silence and prayer. Thank you. Please be seated. President Turner, members of the law faculty, members of the class of 2013, distinguished guests and friends, it is a great pleasure for me to welcome you to the Law Quadrangle on this happy occasion. To our degree candidates, I extend on behalf of the faculty and staff our most sincere congratulations and our best wishes for your futures. This is a great class by any measure. You have accomplished much in journals, in the classroom, in contributions in public service, and in so many other ways. Tonight, we celebrate your achievements. We are honored this evening to have with us the 10th President of Southern Methodist University, R. Gerald Turner, who has served as President of SMU and overseen many changes here since 1995. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Turner.
Thank you, Dean, and good evening to all of you. We are celebrating tonight this hooding ceremony in the midst of our centennial era. SMU was founded in 1911 and opened in 1915. And every year we are celebrating during that period of time something that really helped define the university 100 years ago. This year is the year of the library. Dorothy Ammon was hired in 1913 to be the first librarian of SMU. She started collecting the books that eventually created the first library for all the schools and programs in Dallas Hall. Subsequent to that, of course, we've had libraries open across the campus, including Underwood Library here, which you face. It's been a great year. Opening a presidential center, having 5 presidents on the campus at one time, being in the newspapers of nearly every newspaper in the world. All of that has really occurred at a time in which, in our centennial, we could truly celebrate its significance. But there's one other thing, in addition to the graduations and the hoodings that we have tonight here, for us to also be thankful for and to note and to celebrate. And that is the 15 years of service as the Dean of the Dedman School of Law that John Atanasio has provided for us. The student quality is going up in this time, faculty quality, new programs. All of you that are graduating in the evening school, that did not exist before John Atanasio came here. The Rule of Law Forum, and many other things I could note. But suffice it to say that at this time in which we're really celebrating graduation, we should pause and be thankful for tremendous leadership on behalf of this university for 15 years. We know that we welcome him back to the faculty to continue his work in the rule of law and all of the things that have really distinguished his deanship. Would you join me in expressing appreciation and gratitude to Dean John Atanasio? This evening also to introduce our distinguished guest and SMU Dedman Law alumna, Angela Brawley, who will give the commencement address for the 86th graduating class of SMU's Dedman School of Law. On the first day of orientation at law school, Angela Brawley recalls being told that although half of her classmates were women, it will be more than 40 years before they would achieve equal numbers as practitioners in the legal field. That prediction inspired her, and she committed herself to making a difference in the profession. Today, about a third of all lawyers are women, and she's glad to see women making substantial progress in law and across all professional fields. She herself has raised the bar on that progress, drawing on her legal and business skills. In 2007, she became president and CEO of WellPoint, the nation's largest health insurer by membership, with approximately 34 million, or 1 in 9 Americans. She assumed the added role of chairman of the board in 2010 and continued in those joint capacities until 2012. During her tenure, WellPoint achieved more than $60 billion in revenue, and her entrepreneurial approach to a historically conventional business resulted in many significant improvements in WellPoint. Prior to becoming CEO, she served as Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Chief Public Affairs Officer for WellPoint. Previously, she was President and CEO of Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield in Missouri, managing all aspects of the business and setting strategies to exceed customer needs. She joined Blue Cross and Blue Shield in January '99 as General Counsel, after serving for several years as a lawyer with Lewis, Rice, and Fingers. Brawley serves on the board of directors of Procter & Gamble, and she's a recognized leader in business and healthcare, and has been named one of the top 25 women in healthcare by Modern Healthcare, and has appeared among the top 5 most powerful women in the United States in both Forbes and Fortune. She's a native of Dallas, received her undergraduate degree from Texas Tech, and earned her JD in 1985 from SMU. In 2009, she was awarded the Distinguished Alumni Award for Corporate Service by the SMU Dedman School of Law. So please welcome back a distinguished alumna, Angela Brawley.
Good evening. I am so honored to be here with you, with the degree candidates and your families and friends. I know that on this campus, you've learned from your classes, from your experiences, and from the invaluable advice of the faculty. Tonight, I share my simple advice for you, my 3 keys to success. The first is know who you are. The second, take risks. And the third, be willing to serve. First things first, know who you are. When I first became a CEO, I met with the Lieutenant Governor of one of our states. And one of her many jobs was to recruit candidates to run for public office. She told me that when she's recruiting, she always tells a new candidate, you need to know exactly who you are before you run for office, because once you decide to run, others will tell you who you should be. I believe that is true for each of you. As a lawyer, you'll be set apart. Others will look to you and rely upon you for advice. They will view you as the defenders of the rule of law, and they will watch how you represent this noble profession. You've had a fine legal education, and now it's time for you to pursue your career. Do you know who you are, the kind of lawyer and leader you want to be? You've learned about ethics, but do you know the core values that will guide you no matter what's at stake, no matter what level you achieve in a law firm, a company, government, or another organization? So why is it that important? Is it really real? Well, I can say one of the biggest lessons of my career was when I moved from a law firm to become a general counsel of a company. And this company was facing a serious legal and ethical crisis. And part of my job, as is often the job of a lawyer, was to be a crisis manager. Hopefully we're brought in early to help prevent the crisis, but if we're not, we're brought in afterwards to help clean it up. Now, I must be perfectly honest. It was a lawyer's dream. Nothing is more exciting to a lawyer than a complicated, intense, messy legal battle, preferably one that your client has gotten into before seeking your advice. So it was, though, for me, the perfect case of sticking to your core values while understanding the consequences of failing to do so. In fact, on my very first day officially on the job as general counsel, it was my role to attend the indictment hearing for the company's former CEO. Needless to say, the previous general counsel was no longer in the picture, and sadly that CEO, once a stalwart of the community, was sentenced to jail. It confirmed for me that when you're in a tight spot like this CEO had been, one where doing the right thing seems to be like the harder thing to do, you must know first who you are, that you will be honest, ethical, and professional in everything you do. Each one of you will be undoubtedly confronted with tough decisions. Do you know that you will always act with integrity? Because take my word for it, you're going to make mistakes in your career. But it's not whether you make a mistake, it's how you handle it if you do. If you create a problem or identify one, don't blame others and don't linger. Own the problem. Fix the problem. Stay transparent and move ahead. These are the right things to do, and in the long term, they'll be essential to your success. Second, take risks. Let me assure you that taking risks is not inconsistent with sticking to your core values. A key role of a lawyer is to understand, advise, and often determine whether to avoid, take, or mitigate risks. But for your career, for you personally, My advice is for you to take risks. Take on the messiest, most challenging, most complex assignments. It's through those assignments that you're going to stand out. You'll get noticed, and it will lead to the next opportunity, the next challenge, with the most potential for learning and the most potential for meaning in your life. In my case, that complex legal dream that started with the CEO being indicted continued through intense litigation, appeal to the state Supreme Court, and even involved the questionable actions of an allegedly corrupt judge. The team I was working with knew that we must do the right thing, and we did. We settled the case and created a $1 billion foundation to serve the healthcare needs of the underserved in that state. After that case was resolved, a friend of mine said, "That was probably the most interesting thing you will ever do in your career." That was the most depressing thing I had ever heard, but it was also the most motivating thing I had ever heard, because you have to take on challenges again and again. And from each one, you'll learn something new and you'll constantly improve. And remember, careers and life are propelled not by one success upon another, but often by failure. If you take a risk and you fail, you have to dust yourself off, assess what you learned, and use that going forward. A mistake is not a failure unless you miss the opportunity to learn from it. Now, I want to take a few minutes and speak to the women of this class. At the risk of sounding sexist, I must say to the women here that sometimes women are perceived as not being willing to take on the riskiest assignments. I say perceived because while you might be willing to take them on, you may well have to be more forceful to get the opportunity to do so. In Sheryl Sandberg's recent book titled Lean In, Women, Work, and the Will to Lead, the author encourages women to lean in and take a seat at the table. But even when women do that, there are still a number of subtle barriers that hold them back. It's not necessarily a proverbial glass ceiling of discrimination that prevents women from advancing beyond a certain point in their careers, but there are these conscious and unconscious mental associations that we all have about women, about men, and about leaders. As a result, women find themselves in something called the double bind. If you're forceful, you're considered aggressive. And if you're too kind, you might just be unimpressive. These barriers are largely invisible because they are so accepted by all of us. I encourage the women and the men here today to be the generation that recognizes what those barriers are and then works together to tear them down. And if you have to choose about whether to be more aggressive to get a tough assignment, I say go for it. The third and the final piece of advice is for you to serve. As a lawyer, whether you pursue the practice of law directly, work for a business, for government, or another organization, you are in the service business. You must always work to serve your client, whomever that might be. The very best lawyers, and in turn, the best leaders, are those that serve others. The times in my career when I truly thought about serving were when I did my very best work. If you go to work and you're having a hard time, I challenge you with this. Take 1 week and come in each day and commit to being there only to serve others. at the end of the week, decide if you weren't in fact the best you've ever been. So, one final thought. Your career is not just about where you go to work. Your career and the community in which you live are inextricably intertwined. When you choose to serve your community, whether with your time or your resources, you are in fact making an investment in yourself. When you do that, you will get a guaranteed return on that investment, and it will be one of the most satisfying parts of your career and your life. So congratulations, degree candidates. I wish you all the success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Angela, for those inspiring remarks, and it's a great honor for us to have you here this evening. Our valedictorian this year is Jennifer Staten. Jennifer graduated magna cum laude and Phi Beta Kappa from Duke University with a BA degree. She majored in public policy and sociology and earned a minor in French studies. This past year, she served as associate managing editor for the SMU Law Review Association. She has the distinction of having both her case note and her comment published by the SMU Journal of Air Law and Commerce. She has also served as vice president of the SMU Health Law Association and was a tutor for the students lucky enough to have her in contracts 1 and 2. As Jennifer comes to the podium, please join me in congratulating her for these spectacular achievements.
Thank you all for coming today, and congratulations to the SMU Dedman School of Law, class of 2013. I'll keep this short, mainly because I'm speaking to an audience full of soon-to-be lawyers, and I don't want my grammar picked apart, especially by all the law review junkies. I hope you left your blue books at home today. What sets SMU apart from other law schools is the feeling of camaraderie and friendship among the students. The books in the library still have all of their pages, and if you miss a class, your classmates offer to share their notes. I remember preparing for finals with my study group 1L year, and having Sarah Russell, Scott Lawrence, and Lauren Olson all explain the rule against perpetuities to me. I'm glad that's over. The faculty definitely contributes to this friendly atmosphere. Thank you, Professor Wynn, for hosting Secured Transactions students at your home this semester, even if your class was at 8:30 in the morning. Professor Crespi, thank you for your transparency and giving us every single one of your old exams, although we still could barely pass your final. Professor Butler, Professor Ryan, Professor Hanna, Professor Spector, Professor Mayo, I know each of us has our favorite professors, so I'd like to say thank you to you all. In addition, I want to thank the administration, the dean, and career services. We have a great support system in place here. Thank you. Finally, as law school graduates, we are especially thankful to our families. We could not have made it through this journey without you. Mom and Pop, thank you for supporting me in my move to Texas, the greatest state on earth. Philip and Cheryl Craig, thank you for welcoming me to your family. And Kyle, we both know I probably would not have survived law school without you cooking dinner for me most nights. You're the best. I am proud to be a member of this graduating class, and I can't wait to see all the wonderful things we are going to accomplish. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much, Jennifer, for those very thoughtful remarks. Congratulations again. The Outstanding Teaching Prize is known as the Dr. Don M. Smart Teaching Award, and it is highly coveted by this faculty because it is a reflection of the students' opinions of the various faculty. Thanks to a generous gift to the school by a 1965 graduate, Dr. Don M. Smart, we are able to award annually a cash prize as well as a commemorative gift. I'd like to call forward now to give the award Sutton Alford, who is the outgoing president of the Student Bar Association. As Sutton comes to the podium, I personally want to thank her for the wonderful leadership she displayed all year, including the great turnout today at the University Commencement Ceremony. Sutton.
Before I present the Don Smart Teaching Award, I would like to recognize Dean John Atanasio for his devoted service to the law school over the last 15 years. On behalf of the students, we want to thank you for everything that you have done to make the law school a better place. As a token of our appreciation, we would like to present to you a plaque in recognition of our gratitude for your leadership and hard work. We will miss you in your role as our dean. The law school will not be the same without you. Thank you for everything, Dean Atanasio. Now, I will present the Dr. Don M. Smart Teaching Award. This year's award goes to a professor who is extremely accessible to students outside the classroom, who possesses an exceptional command of the subject matter he teaches, and who challenges students to engage in a higher standard of professional responsibility. This professor loves the gym and often encourages students to exercise while in law school. He has been at the law school since 1990 and teaches contract law, business enterprise, and economic analysis of the law. He is so loved by the students that this will be his 5th time to win this award. The winner of the Dr. Don M. Smart Award is Professor Gregory Crespi.
Thank you all very much. I'm really honored to receive this award. When you think about it, being a law professor is a pretty privileged position in life. You get to spend most of your time reading interesting books and articles, and then discussing them with your educated colleagues and with eager and enthusiastic students like yourselves. You get a good salary, wonderful working facilities, the hours are not too bad. You don't have to work out in the rain or the hot sun. And except for those few days when you have to bring boxes of handouts to class, there's very little heavy lifting. On top of all that, every so many years you get paid sabbaticals where you can go explore remote and interesting places and then write about that. I mean, the whole gig really beats working for a living. You know what I mean? But life is not perfect, and being a law professor has one major drawback. You don't get much feedback on how you're doing. There's no immediate bottom line by which you can evaluate your performance. We all do our research, write books and articles, send them out there. Hard to know if anyone ever reads them. We teach our students what little we know about the law. Then you all go out into practice. Most of you we never hear from ever again. So we wonder whether we're really making a difference in anyone's lives. That's why receiving an award like this is so gratifying. It tells me that I have made a difference, that I have perhaps contributed in some small way to your education and personal development, and that of course makes me feel very good, and I thank you all again very much.
Congratulations, Professor Crespi, and thank you very much for the plaques. Thank you to the classes. The music, color, and pageantry of the hooding ceremony are a joyful tradition of the law school community. The 19 countries and many states are represented by the various flags that you see in the quad. I would like to acknowledge Bobby Hine, who's the mastermind who puts this ceremony together, flowers, everything. I don't know, she usually stands in the back. Will Bobby stand and be acknowledged or wave? This JD class was the 18th to be required as a condition for graduation to perform 30 hours of public service. We were the second law school in the country to impose this requirement. The program was initiated to impress on all of our students that law is a service profession and therefore public service is required. This JD class, I'm proud to announce, performed 14,014 hours of public service for an average of 54 hours per student. I particularly want to recognize 3 students with 400 or more hours. If you would stand to be acknowledged as I call your name. Lauren Olson, Seth Bills, and Chelsea Boyles-Human. Would you all please stand and be acknowledged? The John E. Kennedy Memorial Scholarships are given in honor of Professor John Kennedy, who served on the faculty for 20 years with distinction until his untimely death in 1989. Professor Kennedy was a beloved teacher and had a strong commitment to law as a service profession. It is most fitting then that the JD class vote 2 graduates whose spirit exemplifies service, working tirelessly to benefit the law school community. Each scholarship is a cash award which the recipient will find waiting for him or her in Dean Camp's office. Our first recipient is Eunice Yee. Would Eunice please stand while I introduce you? Eunice was described by one of her fellow students as a Renaissance woman. In addition to serving as editor-in-chief of the International Law Review, she was an officer of the Christian Legal Society and of Women in the Law. She also served as an executive member of both the Asian Pacific American Law Students Association and the Association of Public Interest Law. She was Lord Chief Baron to the SMU Barrister Service Organization and spearheaded the CLS Angel Tree Project. Congratulations, Eunice. Our second recipient is Tyler Levy. Tyler, please stand. Tyler served this past year as the chair of the Board of Advocates, while also competing in many on-campus and off-campus advocacy competitions. He is a wonderful example of the old adage, if you want something done right and on time, find a busy person. In addition to his duties on the Board of Advocates, he was also an SMU barrister and member of the Jackson Walker Bench Writing Committee. Tyler was an associate managing editor of the International Law Review and both a student attorney and chief in the criminal clinic. He also obtained his real estate broker's license while in law school and managed to pass with very flying colors. In nominating him, one student explained, and I quote, Tyler never let the enormity of his responsibilities get in the way of his pleasant personality. Please join me in congratulating Tyler. Yesterday, the faculty of the School of Law met to approve the degree candidates for presentation to President Turner. Today, there are 63 Master of Laws, that is LLM candidates, and 232 JD candidates in the class of 2013. In August 2013, we expect 15 additional JD candidates and 28 LLM candidates to complete their degrees. The students receiving the Juris Doctor degrees with honors are identified in the program and by the special gold honor cords they are wearing around their necks. Students graduating summa cum laude have completed the Juris Doctor degree with a cumulative GPA of 3.8 out of 4.0 or above. Students graduating magna cum laude have completed the JD degree with a cumulative GPA of 3.6 or above. Students graduating cum laude have completed the JD degree with a cumulative GPA of 3.2 or above. Jennifer Staten is the standard bearer. In a few moments, she will lead the procession of JD candidates for formal hooding. Last night, the Order of the Coif formally inducted its new members of the JD class into their society. The Order honors excellence in legal scholarship and is a continuation of the ancient Order of the Coif, which has been in existence since the Norman conquest of England in 1066. Its membership is strictly limited to the top 10% of the graduating senior class. The new members of the Coif are listed in the program. You can also recognize them by their special white circular coif, which each one wears on his or her mortarboard. If you have trouble recognizing it, it looks a little like a white coffee filter. While we recognize the particular academic and service achievements of some of our graduates, we do not have time to recognize individually the myriad accomplishments in each and every member of this wonderful class. Each and every one of you has achieved so much just to get into this law school, one of the hardest to get into in the country, and then again while you've been here. Many of you have overcome substantial obstacles, both financial and personal, to be with us here this evening. You have worked hard to make this place a better school than when you came here, and for that, all of us are very appreciative, faculty, alumni, staff alike. We are extremely proud of each and every one of you. As we honor our graduates, it is important to give special recognition to your families, because this is their day too. For some, it's their day, maybe even more than yours. For all these students have accomplished, none of you did it alone. Many of you were supported by a spouse. They have encouraged, comforted, helped, and sacrificed so that you, their life partners, might reach this moment. Other family members have also played a crucial role in bringing you here this evening. Children, parents, siblings, grandparents, uncles, and aunts all have contributed to this tremendous milestone of success in countless ways. In some cases with financial support, in others with gifts of equal importance, encouragement, concern, and love. Deep gratitude is due to all members of your family and your friends who surround you here this evening. I therefore ask all the graduates to stand, turn, and pay tribute to their spouses, friends, and family. Thank you. For those of you who receive the Master of Laws degree today, your time with us was shorter than those who received the JD. Nonetheless, you brought us something special, just as you will take away knowledge and friendships. Our American Master students came to us with the experience of another law school and also practice experience. Our international LLM students who came to us from 19 countries this year have given us new insights and knowledge about our rapidly shrinking world. We now have graduates, the law school does, in over 80 countries, 2,000 graduates in over 80 countries spread across the world. The faculty are proud of all of you, JD and LLM recipients alike, and we look forward to hearing and reading about your professional accomplishments in the future. Wherever you go, you will represent the SMU Dedman School of Law. We hope and believe that you will make the world a better place. We now proceed with the main event, the hooding and diploma ceremony. This moment calls to mind a scene from one of my favorite movies, The Wizard of Oz. The wizard says to the scarecrow, "Well, maybe I can't give you a brain, but I can give you a diploma." Yeah, the parents usually consider that funnier than the students. Professor Gregory Crespi and Professor Swantao Wynn were voted by the graduating LLM class to hood the candidates. They will be joined by Professors Bill Dorsanio and Bill Bridge to hood the JD candidates. The other members of the faculty will now leave the stage and form a receiving line to greet and congratulate the graduates after they have been hooded. A tradition of the law school is that persons who graduated from the Dedman School of Law in the past and who have had family members graduating with this year's class may participate in the hooding. These family members are seated in the special section and will be called at the appropriate time to participate in the hooding. Okay, it says fanfare now. I thought we paid for the deluxe fanfare this year. The check's in the mail. We will now proceed with the candidates for the LLM degree in Comparative and International Law. Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, Martin Camp, will announce the recipients of the International Law.
I will be presenting for hooding the candidates for the degree Masters of Laws in Comparative and International Law and Masters of Laws of Taxation. Badr Nasser Al-Dorsari. Ali Jabir Al-Fali. Turki Safar Al-Harbi. Shuja Khalid Zayed Al-Salmi. Naif Hamoud Al-Balawi. Muhammad Afzal. Ibrahim Mohammed Afzal. Tamim Ibrahim Al-Jazair. Abdul Rahman Budlaud Al-Jamai. Shakir Abdullah Alam. Abdullah Abdul Rahman Al-Walid. Moaf Muala Amotari. Bishal Hassan Al-Mutari. Tamer Abdul Rahman Asalam. Majid Salam Anemari. Salam Mansur Alorani. Babet Mut Al-Hakhari. Muhammad Hassan Ashiri. Hamid Muhammad Al-Sohami. Yasmin Abdallah Abin Masood. Jutarat Anutanuku. Jing Chang. Changan Chen. Wayu Chen. Zikan Chen. Shane Chen. Chachaya Chemburasata. Sasikan Audrey Chivala. Rodrigo Dardo Vieira. Yao Degby. Carolina Del Caldo. Pichaya Darn Pipit. Yang Tan Ding. Natalie Vlada Elberg. Juana Falcon Alves. Trinsky Suyulivani Ginting. Hector Andres Guillen Gutierrez. Yosra Ibrahim. Ying Li. Laura Natarit. Gustavo Matias Papeschi. Birdie Parlungun. Pang Suk Samrang Pang Suk. Jing Sheng. Shati Sala. Panu Tatiana Wanaran. Fu Ming Chang. Titu An Tran. Kri Udong Presu Kutu. Emma Yuwani Yi Gina. Fan Yu Wang. Wen Ying Wu. Zing Yan. Shuting Zhang. Swantang Zhang. Are there any candidates for Masters of Law of Taxation? Inatanasio, these are the candidates who have received the degree of Masters of Law of International and Comparative Law.
Congratulations and thank you very much, Dean King. Excellent Labs. Then we will hit the JDs.
Baker. Derafa Justina Danwayaya. Brandon Barros. Andrew Earl Botts. S. Ryan Carlock. Megan Hughes, being hooded by her father, Robert N. Hughes, class of 1983. Papa Khan, John Taro Joe. Melinda Shelley Ann Robinson. Veronica Dion Sade. Dean Atanasio, these are the candidates for the Masters of Taxation in Law.
We now proceed to hood the JD class of 2013. Our standard bearer, Jennifer Staten, will be hooded first. Jennifer is graduating summa cum laude. Sutton Alford, President of the Student Bar Association, will present the rest of the JD candidates. Sutton, would you please step forward as well? The other JD candidates, please come forward and proceed to be hooded, beginning with the Vice President and Secretary of the Student Bar Association.
Jennifer Brooks Staten.
Sutton Lane Alford.
James Longstreet Myers. Hooded by his aunt Harriet Myers, class of 1970, and his sister Ellen Peoples, class of 2009. Maxim Aaron Rabinovich, cum laude. Rustin Abendenzadeh. Maria Fernanda Aceves. Justin Wayne Allen, cum laude. Cheyenne Ali, cum laude. Shane Andrews, magna cum laude. Carissa Michelle Angel. Max S. Anthony, cum laude. Madeline Ariano. Lisbeth Arevalo. Janet Ashite. Harriet Atsubuwa. Hooded by her uncle, Clement Atsumeta, class of 1995. Camille Avant, cum laude. Fernando Avelar. Jennifer Becker. Emily Lynn Benbrook. Timothy Berquist, magna cum laude. Rebecca Becerra. Fawaz Baum, cum laude. Salman Bojani, cum laude. Janelle Bieber. James Clark Lookout, summa cum laude. Courtney Booth, cum laude. Grant Peter Boston. Michael Andrew Boulos. Gregory Allen Rasfield. Shannon Turner Brevig. Laurel D. Brewer, magna cum laude. Sarah Beth Bridges, cum laude. Isaac J. Brown, cum laude. Jason Michael Brown, cum laude. Jessica Lauren Brown, cum laude. Kenitra Brown. Donald Blake Buchanan. Christopher Michael Burleson. Busher, summa cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Katie. Jordan Christian Campbell, magna cum laude. Miranda Nicole Carrillo. John Daniel Karst, magna cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Chancellor. Jane Wilson Cherry, cum laude. Amy Jeanette Shoulders, cum laude. Caitlin Renee Clark. David Duncan Clore, hooded by his father, Duncan Clore, class of 1976. Brenda Suzette Codiner. Natasha Priya Combs. Stacy Marie Kamensky. Scott Forrester Courtney Jr., magna cum laude. Aaron Wallace Crosby, magna cum laude. Hampton David Crow Jr. Debbie Cruz. Ellen Dadanina, cum laude. Stephen Falcon Darlin. Cole St. Clair Davis, summa cum laude. Joseph Benjamin Davison, cum laude, hooded by his wife, Nancy Sarmiento, class of 2002. Laura Lee Parker Dodge, magna cum laude. Adriana Dominguez. Lamar Humphreys Dowling, cum laude. Brandon Michael Duck. Jeffrey Brooks Durham, magna cum laude. Taryn Mackenzie Dusek, summa cum laude. Philip Wilson Field, cum laude. Jesse Hamilton Forrester. Benjamin James Fortner. Erin Ann Ford, hooded by her sister-in-law, Heather Panko, class of 2006. Dale Owen Resch, cum laude. Anne Elizabeth Riche, cum laude. Robert Gallman. Honey Gonti, cum laude. Caesar Garza. Barbara Jo Gergen. Hillary Nina Lathan. Parker Lee Graham, magna cum laude. Blair Green, cum laude. William Matthew Green. Morgan E. Grissom, cum laude. Amy Elizabeth Rowe, cum laude. Alexandra Gio. Olga Gertubaya, cum laude. Christopher Ryan Harris, cum laude. Christopher Allen Hogue, cum laude. Brandon James Halver, magna cum laude. Laura Marie Finstad. Go Laura! Lacey Elizabeth Eichhorn. Andrea Lynn Fitzgerald, magna cum laude. Christopher David Eisenlord. cum laude. Josh Allen Flippin. Laura Jo Hayes, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Hayes, cum laude. David Matthew Haney. Matthew Ryan Heath, cum laude. Rasha Christine Heathkey, cum laude. Abigail Stevens Hoke. Eric James Hoffman, magna cum laude. Tessa Suzanne Hoffhines Heinen, magna cum laude. William James Hotze. Kelsey Nicole Howard, cum laude. Henry Hunter, hooded by his mother, Marcia L. Hunter, class of 1978. Alan Elizabeth Hurley, cum laude. Fareen Ibrahim. Jacqueline Ihek Waba. Christopher Wayne James, cum laude. Caroline Rose Jensen, cum laude. Susan Roxanne Jett, magna cum laude, hooded by her stepfather, William Albright, class of 1983. Kinsey John Stango, cum laude. Andrew J.M. Johnson, cum laude. Whitney Lachey Johnson. Benjamin Kent Jordan, cum laude. Amanda Elizabeth Kelly, magna cum laude. Lance Lawrence Kennedy. Christopher Allen Clement. Kelly Carly Elise Klingseisen, summa cum laude. Jessica Marie Knapp, cum laude. Jonathan Coe. Matthew John Kolodowski. Joshua David Cornelli. Roman Kupczynski III, hooded by his father, Roman Kupczynski II, class of 1984. Andrew Joseph Laird, cum laude. Jason David Lawrence. Scott Dickerson Lawrence. Joseph Lucas Leckler, cum laude. Tyler Douglas Levy, cum laude. Adrian Mosler Lewis, cum laude. Max Franklin Lyle. Brittany Elaine Lideker, cum laude. Alexandra Ann Lacosto, cum laude. Rachel Knight Lopez, cum laude. Nicholas M. Lund, cum laude. Charles Michael Luongo. Chris Tarpiwa Marchaka. Lauren Elizabeth Maluso. Christopher Lane Marchbanks. Lindsay Elizabeth Marsh, cum laude. Jennifer Lorraine Mathis, cum laude. Andrew Moore McDonald, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth McGahee, magna cum laude. Colby McKenzie, magna cum laude. Zena Womack McNulty, cum laude. Jeffrey Scott McWhorter, cum laude. Jackie K. Mylander. Jamie Ray Mitchell. Nathan Moyad. Theodore Mong. Anwar Montgomery. Justin Avery Moore. Austin John Frederick Muck, cum laude. James Patrick Murphy, magna cum laude. Seth Ian Muse, cum laude. Jason Nauman, cum laude. Twee Van Nguyen. Carl Neem, cum laude. Catherine Page Nobles, cum laude. Ashley Oaks, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Olson, cum laude. Sarah Diane Hall. Mason Parham, summa cum laude. Christopher Ryan Parsley, cum laude. Sarah Grace Patterson. David William Paulson, magna cum laude. Michelle Paratori, cum laude. Chase Jordan Potter, cum laude. Amy Prescott, hooded by her uncle George Pawlowski, class of 1974. Miguel Cervantes Ramirez Jr., cum laude. Halcyon Duarte Ramsey. Ujala T. Rashid. Damien Eduardo Reynolds, magna cum laude. Jason Martin Rickoff, cum laude. Matthew Christopher Rivers. Amber Leland Robinson. Cole Myers Robinson, cum laude. Jason E. Rada. Celsa Judith Rodriguez Story. Patricia Bailey Ross, cum laude. Jennifer Lauren Ross. Maria Nicole Rovira, cum laude. Sarah Jane Russell, cum laude. Juan Alfredo Saenz. Matthew Saliba, cum laude. Kristen Lee Reeves Santa Maria, magna cum laude. Brian Joseph Sawyer, cum laude. Christopher Allen Cyphers, cum laude. Warren Cardell C. Jr., cum laude. Kevin Daniel Shapiro. Dominique Sims. Holly Beth Sims, magna cum laude. William Slagle, cum laude. Timothy Donald Smith. Lauren Summers Smith, cum laude. Richney T. Sun. Timothy Shane Springer, cum laude. Conrad Clanton Steele, cum laude. Leon Blake Steinfeld. Neil Joseph Stockbridge, summa cum laude. Jordan Christine Strauss, magna cum laude.
Stop playing your instruments.
Tiffany Alex Talamontes.
Hey, can I help play?
Vicky Tall Hill, cum laude.
I'm a good player. I've been practicing.
Danyar Tosh Bekov, cum laude. Jacqueline Michelle Thompson. Catherine Tobolowski, hooded by her father, George Tobolowski, class of 1974. Jessica Paige Chumani. Adam Stroud Tunnel, cum laude, hooded by his father, T.R. Tunnel, class of 1980, and his mother, Debbie Poole Tunnel, class of 1980. Soluto Uba. Maureen Ufamato, cum laude. Christine Summer Vanderberg, cum laude. Jason Murray Vela. Jose Miguel Velez. Whitney Lee Warren, cum laude. Jarrett F. Watkins, cum laude. Robert Allen Watson III, hooded by his grandfather, Robert A. Watson, class of 1958, and his father, Robert A. Watson Jr., class of 1983. Benjamin Lee Weibel, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Westbrook. Kate Stevens Weston. Justin Tyler Wheeler, magna cum laude. Megan Lee Whitley. Molly Esther Whitman, magna cum laude. Robert Wilkinson, cum laude, hooded by his father, Ronald Wilkinson, class of 1966. Zachary Benjamin Williams. Justin Barrett Wilson. Rachel Ann Woodard. Jacob Bethel Woolston, cum laude. Eunice Yee. Chelsea Boyles Yeoman. Ravon Yu. Adam Michael Zach.
Let's give all the graduates a big round of applause. Will the faculty please return to the stage? As the faculty returns to the stage, let me emphasize that what you witness here is the culmination of rigorous years of professional education. The faculty is central to the educational process. The faculty is recognized locally, nationally, and internationally as leaders in their respective fields. Yet the professional lives of these dedicated women and men revolve around the students and the classroom, as Professor Crespi so eloquently related. As we honor our graduating students this evening, it is also appropriate to pay tribute to your teachers. Therefore, will the class of 2013 please stand and express their thanks to the faculty. Thank you. This is my last graduation as dean, so in a sense, I'm graduating with you. I am very proud personally of your many achievements and contributions of this class and the classes that have preceded you, of the faculty, of the alumni, and of the staff of this great law school. I am particularly delighted that during this past semester, 4 different ranking sources ranked the law school 19th, 20th, 22nd, and 27th in the country in the most important thing to us, securing jobs for you. In 2 of these 4, we were in a virtual dead heat with our friends in Austin. A 5th ranking conducted by the Dallas Morning News, which recently appeared on the front page of the business section, put us first in the state among law schools in job placement. But tonight, I don't want to talk about the law school, I want to talk about you. One of the great pleasures of being dean is that I'm privileged to share in celebrations, in happy events. And tonight is a happy event. It is a milestone in the lives of the graduates and a time to celebrate your wonderful talents and achievements. It is also a time to celebrate this outstanding faculty who taught you and to honor great teachers like Professor Crespi. I am sure that you graduates have sat here in this magnificent quadrangle with a strange combination of emotions. Many among you probably share mixed feelings of elation, sorrow, and anticipation. Elation and justifiable pride for all that you have achieved, not only in law school, but throughout your educational careers, just to have gotten here in the first place. Tugging at these overwhelming feelings of joy, and probably relief, are feelings of deep sorrow, because you will be leaving this community of scholars. Mixed with your elation and sorrow, you may feel a deep sense of anticipation about your futures. This sense comes from the truth that what we celebrate this evening is at least as much a beginning as it is an ending, hence the term commencement. To help you embark on this difficult transition, I would like briefly to share with you some pearls of wisdom that my own family has instilled in me about the secrets of success. Mark Twain once said, "Always acknowledge a fault readily. It will be hard, and it will catch those in authority off guard, and will also make you able to make other mistakes." My son's great-grandfather once told me that the secret to success was push, pull, and bull. And he said this when he was some 90 years old. My parents taught me that the value of hard work and of treating every human being with respect was vital, not only to success, but to your feelings about yourself as a person. Remember in your lives to hold on to your families, friendships, and values. Looking around this quad with all the love that exists here this evening, I think you will. Remember in your practices to treat clients and opponents as human beings who have dignity. Judge Leonard Hand, one of the most famous jurists of the last century, once said that he would fear nothing more than a lawsuit. Our profession must mature beyond this sad state to become a healing profession. And as SMU lawyers, people committed to justice, we have a special obligation to advance this vision. Before you finally decide what your life's work will be, find something that you enjoy doing. For me, that is legal education. But enjoy your work. You will work too hard, and life is too short for you not to. Don't get too comfortable, though. There are many problems all around us. People all around us and all around the world are in need. They are suffering, starving, and dying. We may differ as to the means of addressing these problems, but lawyers, especially SMU lawyers, people committed to justice, cannot differ that these are problems. Realize that you will have deep impact on the lives of many other people. My wife Kathy's favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life. So much goes wrong for Jimmy Stewart, who plays George Bailey in that story, that a wingless angel named Clarence comes down from heaven and shows George how much his life has affected the life of others and how much he has helped other people. Maybe that is the measure of success. Most important, the conferring of this degree symbolizes a great power embodied in the knowledge that the faculty has given to all of you, each and every one. You may not think that you have much power as a beginning, vulnerable young lawyer, but you do. And as you grow older, you will have more and more. You can use this power to do good or to do evil. The scary thing is that you have this power and you cannot do anything but choose. In choosing, let me pass along some advice that a good friend of mine once gave me. Live your life so that at the end of it, you can look at yourself in the mirror and smile. Farewell and Godspeed. This marks the end of our hooding ceremony. The faculty will first process off the stage, led by President Turner. The faculty will hang around afterwards for pictures in the quad, and we would encourage you all to hang around as well. We will also have a reception in Karcher Auditorium, which is just over there. Thank you and good evening.